Coach, welcome back to the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. I know this is near and dear to you. I want to ask you, it's pretty neat up there. They're flying the national championship flag over this ship. Bring tears to your eyes a little bit to see that?
Well, first off, if you're on this ship to begin with, you have a big heart. And there's a family that comes together here. And I think the thing that is great is to be on this ship and to hear the stories of those who went to the Rose Bowl, went to the Cotton Bowl, went to the national championship game. But then those who are at home, enjoying the games with others. And so this is an opportunity to get together and tell those stories while we're raising money for cancer.
But it's pretty cool to see that flag up there. First time they've ever done it.
Yeah, to see it go up there, you see both the flags go up there. It's, again, some days, you feel like, okay, I understand what we did. And then other days you don't realize it, and maybe it hasn't all the way sunk in. But when you see things like that, it certainly takes your breath away.
There are only 3 active coaches that won a national championship, and you're one of them.
Yeah, it's great to hear it like that. So let's go get another one.
I mean, and why not reload, right? Yeah. I think you said it. Woody Hayes won a few. Why can't Ryan Day?
Yeah. But, winning just allows you to continue to do what you love the most, and that's making an impact on people's lives. And I can't say enough about our players. You see our players at the Combine this week and just how much they represent Ohio State and how much they love Ohio State. And but just I've had an opportunity to kind of travel around the country too a little bit here in the last month. And people are wearing their Buckeye colors proud, and they're telling their stories. But the thing that they say to me, it isn't congratulations, it's thank you. And it just makes us all realize that this is bigger than anybody else. It's Ohio State, and it's an honor to be the head coach there.
Last thing, you mentioned the Combine. Ohio State with 15 players there.
Yeah.
No one has that many.
Yeah.
And I said on the air the other day, Ryan Day needs that credit. You brought these kids here, and you don't only bring them here, Coach, you develop them.
Yeah, and we're proud of the football players they've become, how we develop guys on the field, but we're also just as proud of who they are as young men. And I just got so many comments. Mick Marotti's got a lot of comments about scouts and GMs and presidents who have met some of our players, are just blown away at who they are as people. And some of the guys that are going to get drafted in this draft are going to make major impacts on these franchises, not just on the field, but off the field and in their culture.
I talked to Lincoln today, wrote last thing, honest, I promise. What a young man he is. This is going to be, you excited to see this quarterback race?
Yeah, I think the thing for that whole quarterback room is they've been able to see what great leadership looks like and what Will did this season. And now it's time for those guys to step up. And so it's going to be a great spring.
Well, we're enjoying this. The weather's great. It's the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. And I've said it before, they are doing God's work on this ship, and they're going to find a cure for cancer, and it's going to be at the James. Buckeye Cruise, your first time. How you excited?
Yes, I'm really excited. It's supposed to be a fun trip. I've heard a lot about it, so I'm just ready to be a part of it.
We're going to celebrate a national championship. Has that sunk into you yet?
A little bit, just because we started workouts and everything. But yeah, it's awesome. So
the workouts have begun. Spring practice opens March 17th. This was a long season. How tough was it, and how tough is it going to be to get back to work, I guess?
Yeah, it was a long season for honestly a lot of teams. So, we also have just a bunch of different people on the team now too. We lost a lot of seniors and we lost a lot of leaders too. So, I think it'll be a different year for us, but I'm just excited to be part of it. So.
Yeah, how excited are you to go? And you hear Coach say, "Hey, it's wide open. It's a 3-man race."
Yeah, I think that's like the best thing I could hear. Just going into this year, I think I just gotta, I just trust my instincts. Just go out there, have fun, and just ball out. So.
Well, you're certainly an athlete. Anyone that's seen you compete, you can throw the ball. How much better do you think you are now than when you first showed up? And you've had time under Coach Mick and everything. You understand the system now.
Yeah, I think I've been here for just over 2 years now, and I've learned behind 2 really good quarterbacks. I think that's helped my game a lot. And then also Coach Mick he's put me in the best position to succeed. He's put weight on my body. He's made me faster, stronger. So I think with all that, I think I should be in a good position for this year. So.
And I know how you guys work. I mean, you guys are all competing, and unfortunately only one guy can play, but you guys are all friends.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously it sucks only one of us can play, but we're going to support each other no matter what. So,
what are you looking forward to the most, you think, this spring? And obviously it's going to be different. I mean, this season went to the 20th when you all won the national title. I mean, it's going to be a different spring, but you guys are going to get the reps, and you're going to be able to show what you can do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's only 3 of us in the room as well, so we're going to get a lot of reps. It's going to be exciting because we got a lot of new coaches as well. So it'll be a little different, but I mean, I'm excited to go out there. So.
You know how this place works. You've been here long enough. It's like, what have you done for me lately? You guys are national champs. Now that you got the taste, why not run it back, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's the plan. I mean, we're kind of at the spot right now where we need some leaders to step up for our team and kind of take the reins again, because we had a lot of good leadership last year, and that's kind of how we push forward in the playoffs and through like the season when things weren't going our way. But I mean, yeah, I think we're in a good spot right now.
You know, there's only 3 active coaches now that are national champions, and Ryan Day is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Ryan Day, and just from an offensive standpoint, what it's like playing for this guy.
Yeah, I mean, he schemes up everything, perfect, just so we can go out there and, I mean, just see things in slow motion. I mean, I think this and Will, I mean, last year also said that practice is harder than games. So, I mean, I think coaches put us out there and give us a good opportunity. So,
well, best of luck. Do me a favor. Look at that camera. Buckeye Nation's watching you. Your message for Buckeye Nation.
I mean, really, it's going to be a fun year, and hope to bring you guys another title. So,
go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Lorenzo Styles. Now, first of all, I'm going to age myself. I covered your dad when he played at Ohio State. How much fun is this for you to be part of, the Buckeye Cruise, and to be part of Buckeye Nation like your dad?
I mean, man, this is an incredible opportunity to be it's a special group of people. I feel a lot of love from Buckeye Nation, but then it's also it's a great cause. During the season, I went to the James a little bit and got to see some of the cancer patients, and it's tough, man. They have some incredible stories. They're real champions, but then also being a part of this, I'm learning more and more what the Buckeye Cruise is about, and it's just a blessing, a great opportunity to be on the cruise.
What was it like for you? You all get introduced, the current players, the former players, and you're up on stage, and y'all are celebrating that national championship, and people are going crazy. How much fun was that?
I mean, that was great. I feel like you also see history. There's a bunch of former great players, a lot of the 2002 national champions. So just seeing like what it means to the community, what it means to Buckeye Nation to bring one back again, because it's been a little while. I saw some of the 2014 guys too, so it's just history all coming together.
You know, you think about the run you guys were on, and I say that it's the greatest run in the history of college football. Would you agree with what we witnessed?
Yeah, I would say it's the greatest run. I mean, but the format, it's just unprecedented because the format changed. You had to see a lot of good teams. We saw a lot of top 5, top 10 teams. So the path we had to go through, it was a tough one, and we came out strong.
You know, Coach Day still says to this day it's not sunk in. You're a kid that grew up in Pickerington, right down the street. Your daddy played here. Has it sunk in for you? I mean, you guys are national champions.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It feels great to win a national championship, but I mean, I got the experience. I know it's a different level, winning at the high school level, now winning here at college. Like I just want to do it again. We're in the midst of hard workouts. We're in the midst of we had to flip that chapter because like if we don't and we stay stuck on it, this year's not going to turn out the way we want it. So just trying to get better every day now.
Yeah, you got the taste now. Can this team run it back? Is that the goal?
I mean, yeah, like we're excited. They signed Coach Day for a while. I feel like we have the pieces. We're trying to turn this into a dynasty.
How about Coach Day? What does he mean to this team? What does he mean to you? And when the chips were down, you guys rallied around Coach Day.
I mean, Coach Day means a lot to me. I came out the portal when I was playing receiver coming out of Notre Dame, and he gave me the opportunity to come here and play corner at Ohio State with my brother, and it's fantastic. It's a blessing to be part of this national championship team, but for this program, he really is connected with the players on a deep level that's beyond football, and I think that's what the love of our brother, the love of our coach, and the love of the organization is what's allowed us to win. I think that's going to allow us to sustain as well.
Obviously, there's going to be some change with the defense. You'll be in the secondary. Matt Patricia, have you talked to him? What are we looking at?
Yes, sir. I talked to him. I talked about his time in New England, just the difference between NFL and college. He dropped some gems on me for sure. But the biggest thing with the Ohio State defense, he's working with the chess pieces we have, and you got to play the board. So it's a different team. It's new guys. We had 8, like you said, 8 starters leave. So using the pieces we have to maximize our abilities.
So, but you've met with him. You like what you hear?
I like what I hear. I feel like it's all you can ask for a coach. You look at your players' skill sets. You're going to try to maximize them. And then beyond that, we're getting to know him more and more each day. He seems like a good person. I feel like that matters beyond anything else as well.
You know, we saw what you guys, the most dominant defense in college football a year ago. Does the defense stay the same, or does he tweak it? What do you see?
Yeah, so it's been different. I know he's been a head coach at some places. I know he's been the DC as well. But that's how the game works. There's ex-players on the field, and you put your players in position and make plays. And I think that's how it works. He's still getting a feel for us, and we're still getting a feel for him. So we haven't. It's the off season right now. We're still trying to glue all the pieces together. But I think the puzzle's going to turn out. The picture's going to turn out pretty good.
March 17th, the hard work starts.
Yes, sir.
But it's different this year because this season went so long.
Yeah, it's more NFL-like for sure. The season was long. It took a toll on our bodies. So just being like a pro this offseason, take care of your body is important. And it's going to change the format. I hope next year they change. Like for some of the guys competing in the NFL Combine this year, it's been like the process has been sped up for a lot of different things. So it's a great opportunity.
Well, I like to end my interviews with one thing. You look at that camera. Your message for Buckeye Nation.
I want to say go Bucks, and I just want to say I just appreciate Jesus and my family for giving me this opportunity, and I'm so blessed. Go Bucks.
You're a good young man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Caleb Downs, how are you enjoying the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer?
I'm really excited to be here. It's a great experience and a great cause to be a part of, so it's a blessing to be here.
What was it like going up on the stage and Buckeye Nation's here going crazy, and you all celebrated that national title, and you've got the former players and the current players? That was a pretty neat scene.
It was a joyful experience just to be a part of it, to get to network with everybody here, especially the former players, just to feel the roots of the program and everything like that. It's an honor to be here.
You know, Coach Day has said it has not sunk in yet that you guys won the national championship. Is it real to you now?
I would say it's real, but it also is. It's kind of over with just because we have to play next year and we have a new team and we have more to do.
You know, I've said this was the greatest run in college football history, those 4 games. Am I crazy or am I right?
I would say you're right. I would say the story of this team, like Coach Day said, has to be told, and the run that we went on, I haven't seen a run like it, so it was an honor to be a part of.
I mean, how much fun was that? And I don't know, was there a turning point for you guys?
I think those 2 losses were both turning points for us during the season. I think they helped the team grow and get to where we were at the end of the season, and I think that Team on North loss is one of the reasons that we actually won it. And then,
let me ask you this. You know, it's what have you done for me lately in this world? Can this team run it back? I mean, is that something you guys are talking about?
I mean, I wouldn't say we're talking about that right now. Really just trying to focus on the process every day, get better. I mean, we have the talent to do it. We have the team to do it. We just got to put the work in and show it on the field.
How much are you looking forward to spring camp? But it's different this year because this season went so long. It's different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different. You got to give people time to rest, time to recover from the season, especially the guys that played a lot of snaps. But you also have to lift up and let your young guys grow and have a chance to compete. So there's a balance to it, and it has to be a little bit of both. And we'll continue to figure out that balance when the time comes in the next few weeks, and hopefully get better when the time comes.
I watch you, and I see that, you know, you've bought into this whole Buckeye Nation thing. I mean, this is a real deal for you.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be where my feet are. I'm right here, and I'm excited to be here, and I'm blessed to be here. I'm thankful for God bringing me into the situation that I'm in. So I really can't say that enough. It's a great feeling to be a part of this this nation, this Buckeye Nation, these fans, and everything like that.
How about Coach Day? What does he mean to you and to this team?
I'm so thankful for him just allowing me to come into this program, allowing me to have a chance to get a relationship with new brothers and new teammates that come across me. And then now having a chance to be a leader on the team and to make my impact more so than I did last year I can't thank him enough.
You know how I like to end my interviews with you guys. Look at that camera, your message for Buckeye Nation.
Let's get back to work.
Great job, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Well, you're certainly Buckeye royalty, the one and only Archie Griffin. And Archie, 50 years since you won the Heisman, and not only are we celebrating a national championship on the Buckeye Cruise for cancer, we're celebrating you. 50 years, does it seem possible?
It really doesn't. I mean, it's hard to believe that it's been 50 years, and it's been 74, 75, 2024, 2025. Just unbelievable, just unbelievable. But I'm so very, very thankful I'm still around to celebrate it. So thank goodness.
Well, Buckeye Nation loves you, and they love you on this ship. Everywhere I go, people, that's Archie, that's Archie. And, you think about this, I don't know that it'll ever be broken. Well, it might be.
Well, you and I disagree on that.
I know.
I think somebody. I figured if I did it, there's somebody else out there that can do it. I'm very happy with the fact that I did it with the guys that I did it with, because you don't win a Heisman Trophy without being with a great team. And both years that I won this trophy, I was with some great guys. You know what I say. I always say that I was in the right place at the right time with the right people. And that is so true, and I sincerely mean that. And I'm very thankful for my teammates and what they did to help us have the success that we had during my time at Ohio State, 1972, 3, 4, and 5. It was a wonderful time, and I think about it all the time. I'm glad that we get together as teams every 5 years. It's special. It's special. And to be celebrating 50 years of that is something that I never really thought would happen, but it's happening, and I'm very, very thankful. And being on the cruise celebrating it is just another added great thing that I've done this year.
It's been an amazing year. You got a statue outside Ohio Stadium. You got a statue outside the Rose Bowl. And this Heisman Trophy, this is well traveled. I mean, you got two of them.
Yeah. Well, that's how you can travel with this one like that. You got one already at home that stays.
Well, Buckeye Nation loves you, Archie. And the one last thing I want to say, they love you, but you love them back. That's what makes you so special.
Well, the fans at Ohio State are truly outstanding. One of the things that you could count on when you play at the Ohio State University is when you go in that stadium, it's going to be filled. And one of the things that I love about the time that I played is that our teams never lost a game in that stadium. And that's something that we are very, very proud of, knowing that we played in front of our great fans.
Thank you for everything, Archie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
50 years.
50
Doesn't
years.
seem. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I want the water this man's drinking. He found the fountain of youth.
No, I wish that was the case.
Well, he is a former Buckeye, but now Parris Campbell's a Super Bowl champion. Has it sunk in? You guys won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I would say it's sunk in by now. It's kind of dying down a little bit now. The high was super high, and it was fun. It was a fun time, from winning the game, celebration into the locker room, celebrating after the game, going into the parade in Philly. It was amazing, man. But it's kind of like coming back down to earth now. It's time to go back to work.
And here you are, once a Buckeye, always a Buckeye, back on the Buckeye Cruise. What does this trip mean to you? And, I often say they're going to find a cure for cancer, and it's going to be at Ohio State. Mm-hmm. And, every time I get around these folks, it's more impressive.
Yeah, I would second that. I think once they do find the cure, it's going to be through Ohio State, just because there's no place else in the world that does something like this. And for me personally, ever since my first one back in 2019, this is something I look forward to every year. Number one, because it's a bunch of great people coming together for a great cause. And number two, just the relationships. Like when I saw you just walk by, like the smile on my face, man, just because this is my family. You know what I mean? This is my family, and I would never take this for granted. I love being a part of this family. I love being part of this thing, and it means the world.
Well, you know, Buckeye Nation loves you. So let's break down the Buckeyes. It was a cool moment when, you know, the greats got with the current players and being up there and celebrating that national title. What was that like for you to be up there with all those guys?
Man, it's fun. It's so cool to see the young guys. It's so cool to see them thrive. It's so cool to see Coach Day and his family. I mean, I'm proud, to be honest, because once you're a part of this brotherhood, it never goes away. You still watch every game every Saturday, like you're getting ready to play in that game. I sit in front of my TV, this close to the TV, just yelling and screaming and just excited for those guys, man. But it's a brotherhood that runs deep, and I love getting to talk with those guys and, you know, just pick their brains on, you know, what the season was like, and it's fun to still be included. Was
that the greatest 4-game run? I say it is.
By far.
This is the greatest run in the history of college football.
By far. I think the 2014 National Championship team, that run was also incredible, but I think this run tops it. I mean, to have Tennessee at home and to just dominate like they do. Oregon that was complete domination. Texas and then Notre Dame, the story was just immaculate, man. And, you know, I'm just so proud of the way they came together, because I think you could really see after the loss to the team up north, you could watch that game and see just something switched. You know what I mean? And you can see those guys just playing with a whole different passion. And it was fun to watch, man. But it was dominance game by game, so it was fun.
Let me ask you this. You know, at Ohio State, a lot of it is, what have you done for me lately? Mm-hmm. Can this team run it back?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think you look at this roster, man, and this goes back old days. It's always like we don't lose, we reload, and they definitely reload with the recruits they got coming in. And I mean, you look at a guy like Jeremiah Smith, man. Like he steps on the field as a true freshman, and he's the best player on the field. And I was talking to some guys yesterday, and it's like you don't get too many 17-year-old, 18-year-old kids who come to Ohio State or go to any school nationally, and that are that ready to play. And man, he's incredible. You know what I mean? He's really truly incredible. And that's not taken away from any of the other guys because they're incredible as well. But I think that just goes to show the way that Ohio State recruits. When you see guys like that, other kids around the nation see a true freshman come in and dominate. Now, everyone's not going to be as talented and blessed as him, but it gives people hope and dreams like, okay, I can go there and play right away. You know what I'm saying? If I'm blessed with these talents. But it just goes to show a lot about Coach Day, Mark Pancioni, the staff. So it's fun to watch. I see them get a new #1 recruit every week, so it's just cool to see.
Last thing, they're getting a new defensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. Jim Knowles went to Penn State. Matt Patricia, who's got over 20 years experience in the NFL. I know you're aware of him. Do they just keep ticking? And how much do you think he changes the defense?
Man, I think he brings a different dynamic to the defense. Honestly, having all that NFL experience, he's been around every type of player there is defensively. As you know, the roster on defense once again gets better, even with guys like Jack Sawyer leaving, Cody Simon leaving. They just reload. They got people to come in and fill those spots. But I'm just excited, man. I'm excited for what they can do. Like I said, Matt Patricia, he's a great mind, great talent, and I'm excited to see what they come up with defensively.
Parris Campbell.
Absolutely.
He is a Super Bowl champion. Well, hello from the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. We are somewhere. Can we say this is the Caribbean?
Yeah, I think so. There's a pirate right there.
There we go. There is a pirate. Dom Tiberi, Dane Sanzenbacher. You hear him on 97.1 The Fan. Real quick, I said this the other day, that if you're an Ohio State fan, this needs to be on your list of things to do.
It should be. I mean, it's a completely unique experience. We've been doing it for a long time, but I mean, there's not anything quite like this. And it's, of course, paired with the piece of it that it's a huge fundraiser for the James and Cancer Research. So it's outstanding time. I think you wouldn't have so many former players coming back if it wasn't, and fans enjoy it.
And the amazing thing is they've raised so much money. This is the 18th cruise. And coming into this year, they've raised over $40 million, which is amazing. All right, let's talk Buckeye football. Coach Day is on here with 9 current players, including Caleb Downs, Lorenzo Styles, They're enjoying their time off, but they know spring camp's just around the corner. And it's going to be different this year.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of that. Coach Day touched on it when he was doing one of his presentations of it's kind of uncomfortable for these current guys because a lot of this cruise right now is about the national championship. It's about a celebration. They know, or they're at least getting themselves in the mindset like, we haven't accomplished anything yet. They want to have that mindset going in. So they are enjoying it. It's a little break, kind of a calm before the spring storm hits.
And, you know, you look at this football team, and you're absolutely right. They don't want to talk about They said, you know, we're celebrating the national championship, but this is going to put an end to it. This team needs to make its own mark. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I think it's the only way to approach it. I mean, I think after this, they put the national championship trophy away. It's great, and it's kind of on to the next. I'm sure for most of them, they're already there. I mean, I think they were trying to take their time, but I think they're already kind of thinking on what's up next. So I will say it's a beautiful place to kind of cap your championship celebration, though.
A lot of people asking who's going to be the new quarterback. Lincoln Kienholz is on here. Let me just say this, folks. He is a confident young man. I got to know him a little bit this week. I like the kid, and he's very athletic.
Yeah, I mean, he'll have a chance. That's like one of the big questions, obviously, coming into this year is who's going to fill Will Howard's shoes. The spring, I think, will tell us a lot. You know, if nothing else, we'll get to see from a fan and media perspective of what the order looks like, how they're rotating guys in. Lincoln had a little bit of a chance a couple years ago, but hasn't had this kind of opportunity. But that's been one of the great things. The one thing about all these guys that are on the ship, great guys, and it's been really fun for us to kind of get to know them a little bit better.
The other thing is, talking to the defensive guys, Lorenzo Styles, Caleb Downs, high marks for as early as he's been here. I mean, as short as he's been here, and Matt Patricia, but they're saying they like what he's saying.
I mean,
Three Super Bowls.
On both ends, it's like if you're Matt Patricia, I got to imagine you like what you're seeing in your young players. These are some of the best players in the country. And if you're them, from the little bit they said they've talked to him, you got to have trust in somebody that's had that kind of success. So, yeah, that's another one that'll be fun to watch in the spring, how he kind of works in. Some gaps to fill, obviously, but you got to feel pretty good if you're an Ohio State fan on having some of these, All-Americans, Caleb Downs, coming back into the picture.
Last thing, we saw the run Alabama had, the dynasty they had. We saw what Georgia's done.
Yeah.
Is this the beginning of a dynasty for Ohio State? Could it be?
You got to have two to start it, right? I mean, it's like you're set up in that way, and I think this program has kind of positioned themselves to be very, very competitive in this new landscape of college football. I mean, you've seen it this past year, but they are in a place that, that throne is theirs to be taken right now. It's yet to be seen, but if you can back it up, certainly that's the conversation that's going to kind of happen.
All right, he's Dane Sanzenbacher. Check him out, 97.1 The Fan. Remember, for the best Buckeye coverage there's 10 TV, 10 TV Plus, 97.1 The Fan. Well, Coach, we continue here on the Buckeye Cruise for Cancer. Does it ever blow your mind? I mean, I know other universities have tried this, and there's nothing, no one can compare. And the money they've raised this week for the James is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I think what blows my mind is just the generosity. The folks that are on this ship that have been a part of this for a long time. It's just the generosity and how much they care about the James and giving back.
We've had a week of celebrating that this is the national championship cruise this year. Has it all sunk in? And I know you got your kids here. Caleb Downs is here, Lincoln Kienholz, and 9 of your players. I mean, there's a lot of love. And has it sunk in?
Yeah, I think it's been great for our current players to just be around this family and be around Buckeye Nation and let them kind of just let their hair down a little bit, but also spend time and just see what it means. Last night at the event, those guys all stood up and gave $500, to a fund a need, which just, speaks to the culture of Ohio State just in general. And so that was great. In terms of the sinking it in, I mean, I think there's times where it has sunk in, other times where it hasn't. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you say, we really did this. And then other times, the thing to me that's been great is just hearing the stories. You and I have talked about that of just, where everybody was, how it brought generations together, and how proud everybody is.
The other thing is spring practice is around the corner now. March 17th it will start. And you said it last night when you were talking to all the fans that what you did last year has now been erased, and this team needs to start new.
Yeah, and I speak, speaks to our senior leadership. We had a leadership meeting, and the first thing on the board was reinforce the culture, and by the end of the meeting, it was rebuild the culture, because this group in particular hasn't done anything, as a group, coaches, players included. So that's what we're going to do, and spring ball is going to be an important part of that. We feel like we just got done the season, so spring ball may look a little bit different. We're going to still kind of work through that, but it'll only be 4 weeks this year as opposed to 5. We'll adjust, but spring will be important for us.
We've had a chance to talk to you about some of the changes. There's going to be new coaches. We know what's going to happen on the offense. We haven't had a chance to talk to you since you hired Matt Patricia as your new defensive coordinator. Talk about him and what the vision is, I guess, with him.
Well, the first thing was we want to continue with what we've been doing on defense. We don't want to just bring in a whole new defense. Tim Walton, is going to be a huge part of this. He and Matt are going to work together. And Tim and Matt and Larry and James all work together really well. And so bringing Matt into this thing was important. But he also had to understand that there were certain things in place that are going to continue. But he also brings 3 Super Bowl rings, an unbelievable amount of experience and expertise. Anybody who's spent time with him will tell you he's a very smart guy. He's had a ton of energy so far. He's dove into our coaches, dove into the guys on defense, got a chance to know them. And then, we're going to be, doing everything we can to run a defense that fits what we have. And there's a lot of things that we're going to do that are going to carry over from last year, but some other things we got to look at based on our personnel. And I think that's what good coaching is all about.
Last thing, and you could write a book, because I remember talking to you this time last year, and you were talking about how this was going to be a long season and depth was going to be so important. How much did you learn a year ago, and how much does that benefit as you go in? And I'm sure people are studying what you guys were able to do.
Yeah, and it is a long season. You're talking about preparing for 16 games. I think the thing that's different for us this year is now we're coming off of a 16-game season. So what does that mean? And we got done on January 20th. A lot of people had been done December 20th. And so, we're about a month of catching up a little bit. So allowing some of the guys who played a lot of football to recover, but we also got to get some of these younger guys going. But building depth will be very, very important. Looks like we're going to be down to a roster limit of 105, which brings a whole bunch of challenges to the table. So a lot of things that are changing here. Certainly, as revenue sharing is going to be, right around the corner here. So again, a lot of change, and we're going to do everything we can to stay ahead of the curve.
Obviously, the portal's going to open soon. You guys are studying it. Is there any area you're trying to identify that you think you need help with?
I think coming out of the spring will give us a lot of information on where we are in all position groups. And we'll use the portal as an opportunity to fill holes, like we've talked about before. It's not a recruiting foundation for us. That's not how it is. We want to recruit high school players, develop them, retain them, and then develop them to go win championships, and then fill the holes. So we'll do that here. We'll get a chance. We did a little bit of that during the season, or during the first portal. But the challenge with that is we're still playing our season. So think about trying to think about next year's roster before your season's even over. So a lot of things that need to be looked at, as we move forward in terms of changing some of these portals around. I've talked to our commissioner, talked to other coaches in the league, looking at some of those things. But yeah, looking forward to the spring, identifying it, and then jumping in to see if we have any holes.
Well, there's a lot of love on this cruise ship, and I will tell you, and I know Coach will speak it, if you ever get the opportunity to do this, if you're a Buckeye fan, you want to be on this thing.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever talked to anybody who's been on this that doesn't think it's just an amazing thing. That's why you see so many people come year in and year out. It's like a family here, and a lot of great friendships.
Well, thank you for everything, Coach.
You got it.
Every punctuation matters. All right, are we ready? Nick, you ready? Sure. Buckeye Cruisers, let's make some noise. Make some noise. Here we go. Starting. 2, 1, 0. Comma, 0, 0, 5, comma, 4, 4, 5. Put it up, guys. Put it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. Justin, hold it up. Let's go. Hold it up. Unbelievable. have anything planned, but I think Carmen, Ohio, so it feels a natural way to end it. But let's not go with the super slow version from Buckeye Spectacular Night. Is that what we're using? Oh, this is it. Okay. All right. Guys, just know going into it, it's super slow. Wait for the brakes. Wait for the brakes.